Oh my God! Football Power Hour! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're here! Oh, big shout out to you. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. No matter what part of the world you're in, I hope that you're over the hump of the week. Um, it is an interesting time right now because Manchester United starts its actual tour, the preseason tour today. They're traveling to the United States of America, and then also the other thing that's happening is that they doesn't seem to be any signings. But these stories, whenever there's no signings, these stories, and that's just how Manchester United goes. So we're going to talk a little bit about Youssouf Fofana, who's part of the Manchester United story links, story rumors, and we're gonna, look at what he offers, the things that he brings to the table as a player. We're also gonna do this thing that I just thought of a few minutes ago. It's not really like a well thought out idea, but I just was wondering, you know what? There should be a league for the transfer window, how every club is doing. And now the question is, where is your club? We know that there's many people in this community that are not just Manchester United fans. So we're gonna sort of look at other clubs as well, take a little bit of a zoom out perspective and see how other clubs are doing in terms of that transfer activity and make a little league table just based on that. And as the latest on Manchester United centre back pursuit for Matthias de Ligt. We're going to talk about all of that. My name is botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour. I want to welcome you and give you some energy to get over the hump, get over that hump. If you've been having a bad week, guess what? You're almost there. You're almost at the end of the week. It's time to laugh at the bad things that have happened this week and just go, because laughter is medicine, If you didn't know, now you know. Let's get the show started. Bruno Fernandes! It's Fred! It's Martial! Just waiting on the back post. Surely he'll be found. And scores first Premier League goal at Old Trafford. I mean, some people don't even know that, they're miserable, and then a little laughter is all they need. It can just go a long way and cure some of the things that you're going through. So, this is just my little 2 cents for you for the day. I just want to, who is contacting me when I'm out here doing a little stream? All right. Anyway. Let's get the show back on track. I think the first thing that I want to say is say big shout out to everybody that is tuned in. I want to just start off by saying big up to you, man, like Kenny, man, like Bob. I see Luan. I see Lucky in the house. We lucky to have you, Lucky. I think your name is so nice. Yeah, it's one of those things. Little sidetrack, by the way. Names can be very, very, very interesting. Especially if you're born in Southern Africa. Especially, I'm looking at the country of Zimbabwe. Sometimes I have friends. I'm part of my family too is a little bit from Zimbabwe, but a lot of my friends, consequently, a lot of my friends are from Zimbabwe, and the names that they give their children really represent how they feel at the birth of that child. I have a friend who's also called obviously Blessing. That's because the parents was like, oh, there's a blessing. It's a blessing to have you. I have a friend that's called Surprise. And we all know what happened there. Anyway, big up to men like Shay in the building. I hope that you're doing well, legend Shay. Shay, you are always here, and I appreciate you so much for that. I want to also say I'm going to put the link in the chat if you want to call in, say hello, let me know what's going on with you. And we're going to look at your club. We're going to look at what Arsenal is doing as well as a few other clubs. I think the plan is to talk about just a few of the top 6 clubs, Real quick, Lucky says Jadon Sancho agent will now talk to PSG over move. Player wants to leave Manchester United. Can we make that happen, please? Yes, if we can ship Jadon Sancho to PSG, I will be so happy. Matter of fact, we had a conversation about Jadon Sancho and how he could be the quintessential winger to fill in Kylian Mbappe's boots, at PSG, because Luis Enrique has been trying to evolve PSG from being a counter-attacking team and a team that actually uses their wingers in part of that build-up play. If you weren't here for that, I think that we did that maybe 3 streams ago. You should please check it out. And yeah, I think it makes sense. It ticks boxes. Definitely, Jadon Sancho has a little bit of pull. We know that some people went to Jadon Sancho when he went to Dortmund. Some Manchester United fans were watching some Dortmund games, especially the Jadon Sancho FC, the Jadon Sancho FC core. These are players that love Jadon Sancho to death, and they might even have a Jadon Sancho tattoo or poster in their room. But the main thing about it is that, like, we know we have another player that we've sent to Olympique Marseille, and the French league by itself needs some more fresh faces and some rejuvenation because they have lost a star in Kylian Mbappe, and nobody's going to be watching that. I think that I probably should be struggling to sell some of that TV rights, but Jadon Sancho will have a little pull. He'll bring a little more attention to Ligue A, and he'll be a good player in general for PSG to have, So, and it'll be nice to get him out of here. This ties into the fact that what I want to say about our transfer window seeming to sort of slow down is because we're having players that we need to move out. We need to get into the fundraising mode. We might even diverge into that a little bit and talk about which players should leave first. If you had the opportunity to make that decision, which player would you ship out first? McTominay, Jadon Sancho, Victor Lindelof, not part of Manchester United, will be asked to leave the club. That we're gonna put a bookmark on that comment. Like, we're gonna come back to that when we diverge into which players should leave. Kenny Fan TV says we need to sell a couple of dead woods, puppy. Deadwood. I believe it, Tony. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're talking about it. So we just go straight into that, I guess. All right. We might as well. Since I wanted to talk about Fofana first. Let's stay on track. Let's go back to Fofana, and then we'll come back to the deadwood that we need to get rid of. Lucky also is talking about Amrabat will be considered a loan or buy option for Manchester United. Yes, and Sofian Amrabat decision is contingent upon which player we can ship out. Bath Time says, hello, Papi. I sent you a short video on Twitter about Fofana. Looks promising. That's exactly Bath Time. You and I are on the same frequency. That's why I want to talk about Fofana. I did a little bit of a deep dive too on Fofana, and I was like, hold on a second. Hold on a minute. This guy brings something to the table. Him and Kobe Mainoo could be an interesting
combination.
Bruno, Kobe Mainoo, Youssouf, Fofana. What a
combination.
Seriously, it could be a real combination that nobody is not ready for. Big up to men like Kush. Kush, I wanted to say yesterday in the very heavy discussion about race that it's good to see you, man. I know you've been around, you've been here, part of this community since as far as I can remember, but I hadn't seen you in a while, and I was wondering, I was like, I wonder how Kush is doing. I hope Kush is okay, and I'm glad to see that you are typing, you are in the chat, Oga. So shout out to you. Appreciate you. Yes, little quick reminder from Luen to anybody that is tuning in right now. You're so welcome here in these pods. Don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the channel grow. Thank you, Luen, for being on that. Matter of fact, I should put a little what you might call it, that little thing, right? The little ticker. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Smash the like button. If you're here, kindly hit the like button and subscribe. And also give a little super chat, by the way. You know, them fundraising, talking about fundraising, it's all really much appreciated. Now, let me take a moment to look at what Bath Time sent me because Bath Time said, I sent you something on Twitter. Let's look at it. Let me see. I'm gonna open up my Twitter and see what. I hope there's a video we can show. It, if not, if it's a compilation video that we can show this, what I have, what I found is actually very informative on the type of profile and the type of player that Youssouf Fofana is and how he could help bolster our midfield. So bath time, if you can resend it, that'll be awesome because I do not see nothing right now. But let's get into it. Let's get into Fofana's story. Let's find out. I hope one of the objectives of this video, by the way, is so that we can know a little bit more about the strengths, the weaknesses of Youssouf Fofana, who is a player that is currently rumored with Manchester United. He might be the guy, the One Piece. If you know that anime, one of my favorite animes ever. He might be the missing one piece that can go in and complete our midfield woes. Now, his main position is central midfield. He's been deployed on the right midfield, and he can also play as a defensive midfielder, which is precisely what we need. And his current club is AS Monaco, Mbappe's former club. And before Monaco, he was playing for Strasbourg, and yeah, he came up the ranks of the Strasbourg B and also at JA Drancy under 19. Now that's a team in France. It's an academy, a team in France, and he was in that academy. JA stands for John d'Arc, John d'Arc de Drancy. All right. But he was bought basically by Monaco for a fee of 15 million euros. Now, Youssouf Fofana, if we want to just quickly look at his stats, bear in mind he's 25 years of age, which is a pretty decent age. Decent. Um, I think that's sort of like the profile, that we should be looking at: players that are young, players that have room to grow, and that can bring a little bit something different from what we are missing at Manchester United. So I really rate him. I really think we should be running in for him. But what I want to say about him also is that yeah. We on the Fofana train now, Kenny. Thank you for checking. What I want to say about him is that you know, compared to Zubamendi, we talked about Zubamendi yesterday and Mireno the day before. Compared to those guys, he's not as much of a goal threat per se. Let's quickly look at. Of course, he's in the midfield, but it's nice to have a midfielder that also possesses a goal threat. But you can see in League A, he played 32 league games and has only 4 goals and 4 assists. That's an okay return, but it's not as impressive as the other players that we mentioned. And also he comes in with a little bit of Champions League experience. You can tell he's played 2 Champions League games in 22, 23. He played Champions League games in 21, 22, 4 Champions League games. He's only in the group stages, huh? He doesn't make it past the group stages. But the main thing is he's heard the Champions League theme song, and he's a player that has a little bit of experience, not as experienced as Merino, but he does have some notable minutes about him. By the way, Coach's Charlie, I've been working all the hours God sends. Hello, of course, my working hours have changed, so I won't be able to join the community as much as I would like. Make that money, Kush. Make that money, brother. If you're rich, then we can all get rich. You know what I'm saying? We can get a super chat. So no worries, brother. It's good. It's good to know that you are healthy, and I assume that you're healthy because you're working so much. So that's the most important thing. So it's very hectic, but I just need to adapt and try to get on here when I'm free. Big up to you, Kush. All good. All good in the hood. Papi, I followed you on Twitter. Hey! Big up Kenny Fan TV for following on Twitter. I didn't know we were not connected on Twitter. But thank you. Hey man, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at footballpowerhour. You know, I hope that is the all right, I should have it now. All right. Big up bus time. You know what? Let's quickly look at it before we move any further. Cause since we're on Youssouf Fofana, let's see. Thank you, bus time. I see it. All right. Now let's see some of the attributes that Fofana has. You can see this guy is good with the progressive passes. He's good. He's got really good an eye for through balls. Key passes 1.3 key passes per game. Right, this is per game. Right, and this is based on last season in Monaco. Out of the 2,697 minutes he played, you can see that Youssouf Fofana is somebody that is bringing in some vision into that midfield if we can acquire him. 1.3 successful dribbles per game. Not bad, not bad. And the progressive carry distance. This is the type of player that we need. Look at this 121.1 progressive carry distance. So that means he carries the ball. He can be that person that can collect the ball from the center backs and be able to say, you know what? Move out the way. Move out the way. I am going to go and give this ball to an attacking midfielder or the striker. Maybe we don't want him to go as far as the striker, but at least you can tell that this guy, he's somebody who can carry the ball after receiving it from the first phase of play. And this is the type of midfielder we need. Look at the turnover rate. So low, my Lord. Why is it all gray? It's great because wow. Okay. All right. We like it. 1.2 files per game. Look at the headers that he wins 51%, 51.4% of the headers he wins, and percentage of dribblers tackled 45%, 45.3% of the uh, dribblers he has tackled, opposition dribblers. And the boy can intercept. That means he can smell the danger. And I want to just say one of the things that is really standing out for me is the progressive passing, the way he can glide forward with the ball and be able to allow somebody like, say, if we want to play Casemiro in that midfield, Fofana, Casemiro, Bruno, Casemiro won't look as bad. I promise. Look at the interceptions that he is bringing, and also the fact that he's got an eye for the forward pass as well. He's not Basmati Rice, Mr. Recycle the ball, Mr. Look back and pass it, do the safe pass. This is the specialist midfielder that we need. If Ugarte does not work out, he's not as mobile as Ugarte can be from my research, but you can see the fact that this boy is somebody. Hold on. Youssouf Fofana is somebody that can actually bolster our midfield. Now, I want to go on and bring up the notes that I had about him. Thank you for that graph right there. Bath time, because that is important to give a little pictorial representation of what we are talking about. I really appreciate it. So as I mentioned, So far in terms of our transfer activity, we've got Xerxes in the bag, we've got uh Lenny Euro in the bag, but you could argue that the midfield should have been an area that we should have prioritized first, right? Everybody has their own opinions on this, on which area to fix first, but there's lots of areas to fix, but the midfield is up there in terms of priority. So I think if we look also at the fact that Fofana comes in, he was born in 1999, as we've mentioned. He's 25 years of age, and he began in the academies of Paris in his hometown, right? And then that's when in 2017, that's when he joined the Strasbourg youth setup, and he advanced quickly to the senior team, and then went on to play for Monaco. And then the thing that I want to say is that when he made that move from Strasbourg, it was just 4 days after his it was sorry is this in January 2022. That's when he made this move from Strasbourg to Monaco, right? It was 4 days after his final game with Strasbourg, where Monaco was like, I need that player for 15 million. We already mentioned that price, right? He played only 7 times for the rest of the season, but since he's become a regular, um, and he has gained the experience that we were just talking about, the fact that, even in Champions League games, he's somebody that you can rely on. So another important thing to mention is that he doesn't have as much Champions League experience other than those very, very short stints. I think it's a total of 6 Champions League games, as we saw. Shout out to Riley Taylor in the building. But the main thing that is stands out to me about Fofana is his impressive injury record. Right, during his 4 years with AS Monaco, he has only missed 11 games. Oh my God! Now, if Bruno was black, I got to take it there. If Bruno was black, his name would be Fofana. I just had to take it there. If Bruno was reincarnated, this is him. This is Bruno Fernandez in Fofana form. The guy has only in 4 years, he's only missed 11. Now that's impressive. That's impressive. That's impressive. And he is robust. He's the type of player. If you are listening to Ten Hag's interview, like when last season, right? One of his interviews, he mentioned, he was like, moving forward, I want a player that is robust and also, durable. We need to look at that type of profile. It's not just about the quality of player. And he was obviously like, I think it was a bombastic side eye to a player like Mason Mount, like, you came in and you were not as good, like you were not there. You came in and then we didn't even see you. You spent more time on the NHS. No, Kush, don't call me Enzo Botswana. Please, 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 please. I meant that in a nice way. And I think Fofana would appreciate that. Fofana, by the way, when you say Enzo Botswana, you just reminded me that I did not mention that he's French. he he is French, and I think his parents he's Mali his parents are from Mali and Ivory Coast. So yeah, they would make a song out about him, but please, because let's stay on track. All right. So over the last 3 seasons, Youssouf Fofana has constantly delivered strong performances, but there's the thing that I want to call him, he's in a nice way, a ball thief. You see what you did, Kush? He is a now I'm calling a black man a ball thief. But I'm meaning this in the right way. Like, he's a stealer of the ball. He knows how to anticipate danger. He knows how, he knows how to read the danger and tackle really well. So big up Costa, big up King says. Oh boy. All right. Let's stay here on track. A graph, a picture that I want to show right now about his ball carrying. Thank you, Bath Time, for showing this the pictorial representation. But something I want to show. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. But I think this was versus us. I know. Hashtag kick it out, kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. No room for racism here. But this is Fofana in terms of his ball carrying and the gliding that I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. He's like, is that Thomas Partey? I don't want to confuse Thomas Partey, the guy who was trying to mark Fofana there. I don't want to confuse any black people now. But whoever that guy is, they couldn't get the ball from Fofana. You can tell this guy, he has that ability to shield the ball and fend opposition players off. And this is exactly the type of profile we need, you know? And Big shot. Fofana is good. Exactly. King says. Normality channel. Riley Taylor. I'm gonna share the link in a few minutes. I just want to get through this Fofana conversation, and then I will share the link with you and Shay Arsenal, anybody that wants to just come in and have that say, on Fofana or on the transfer window, how it's going. Are you getting a little worried that we're not getting this much activity, or you're still chilling, knowing that transfers take a while to actually be done? Guys, if you're just pulling up, I appreciate you. Don't forget to smash that like button. All right. One thing that we have to mention about Youssouf Fofana's ball carrying is that he aims to advance the player. He actually ranks in the 95th percentile for progressive carrying distance and carries it into the final third. Remember, we said it was 121 0.1 meters on average, thanks to Bath Time sharing that graph. And this is something that cannot be understated. It's a big part of like why sometimes we used to be so vulnerable last season. Would have, the midfielder looking of the defense, our whoever's in our defensive midfield position, looking for somebody in the offense, and then just because they're not so comfortable carrying the ball past one or two players, we lose possession. And then the moment we lose possession, even Mbuemo looks like Ronaldinho. They have a one-on-one versus our center back, and all they have to do is just dribble, step over, shot at goal. Onana takes a long time to dive, and then it's back in the back of the net. That was our recurring problem last season. And Youssouf Fofana has that ball security with his progressive ball carries. They are so impressive. Matter of fact, another quick little graph that I just want to share to just support this perspective is this one right here. Look at how he ranks right here. I said he's in the upper 95th percentile in it. You can see that passes completed, right? They're good, but progressive passing distance is also up there, 88th percentile. The boy can do short passes, can do medium passes, can do long passes, and he can also do them passes into the final third, 6.34, 86th percentile. That is pretty good. Passes into the penalty area, 88th percentile. This is the progressive passes in total. When you're summing all these type of passes up, he is in the 94th percentile. This is the type of guy we need. Ineos, can you do something for me, please? Obviously, my reservations with him is he looks more of a natural 8 that can be a 6, but in the pursuit for a natural 6, sometimes you may not get that natural 6. You got to get a hybrid player who can alternate that role with somebody else, or who can be somebody that can come in and fit and be a rotational player as well. Or is it carrying is most effective? Let's hear Bath Time saying carrying is most effective after beating one line of pressure or for transitions. Do you think it's that important for his position? Carrying is most effective after beating one line of pressure or for transitions. It's actually important for both, But the most important thing is like in your build up phases, that's the most important thing. You need to carry that ball because there will be an opposition player that's pressing you. And if you get him, get past them, then you know how Ten Hag likes to have two players in the inside channel of the half spaces, and then our wingers are there also making sure that pitting the opposition fullbacks back. So and then our center back is somewhere, our striker is somewhere between the two center backs of the opposition. We now have that numerical overload if we give the ball to Fofana and he beats that first line of pressure. That is why I believe this attribute is really, really, really what we need. King says I also like another French player at United, and Monaco produces quality players. Let's be true. Uh that is very true. Sorry. I'm just gonna enjoy this season, says King says. Bobby, I'm just gonna enjoy this season. The saltiness from rivals is at an all-time high. Yo, we need to get like the spray, just spray these rivals out of here, like because they are salty. And it ties into what we're doing in the transfer activity. All right. I want to wrap up on some of the other things that I want to say about Fofana before we conclude and move on to the next talking point. But the last thing is that I mentioned this, that he's not impressive in terms of goal scoring from a midfield position. It's something that you want a midfielder to have as well, especially when you're playing those low block teams, and without one of the big reasons why we struggled last season was because of our lack of physicality in our midfielders, whether that was because of Ten Hag or playing, that 3-1-6, and then that one person, one DM is outnumbered or does not look physical enough. This guy is very physical. This guy is somebody that can bring ball style physicality, like overall stat, because Kobe Mano is still young. He's not as physical as he will be in the future. Casemiro is on a little bit of a decline. Actually, not a little bit. Is on a serious decline, and he seems to resort to slide tackling a lot and not really, really, really wanting to go on a foot race, not really wanting to really impose himself and win those, like, especially aerial duels and ground duels. His success rate has dropped. But Youssouf Fofana can literally elevate our midfield in this aspect because his strength lies in his defensive contributions, right? Let's see quickly. There's a graph here that says, that shows where Fofana ranks in terms of Casemiro, McTominay, and who? Bruno Guimaraes. Now look at this. Look at this. This is Bruno Guimaraes right there. Now on the x-axis we have interceptions per 90. On the y we have what is this again? Interceptions, right? I'm trying to zoom in to show you. Yeah, is this frequency of interceptions. Now you can see that Casemiro is all the way up there. Scott McTominay is here, Bruno Guimaraes is here, and Fofana is right in the middle. Now, this means that he literally is because what you want to do is be closer to the. Hold on, let's see 1 second. Let me make sure that I'm saying something that I. There we go. Frequency of interceptions on the y-axis, right? Come on, let me see. Why is it not zooming in further? What you want to see, where you want to be is actually closer to where Bruno Guimaraes is and not Casemiro. That is what I want to say. And Youssouf Fofana is somebody that will bring this physicality that we've been lacking so much in our. This is not Jemba in our midfield. Fofana sounds way better than Jemba and Lutata, So this is why I think we should get Fofana, right? The 3-1-6 will be more effective if we have two ball playing center backs, says King. And this is why we have Lenny Yoro. This is why we have Lisandro Martinez, and I think if we can get Ligt, then it's safe to say we are really, really in a good place. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say about Youssouf Fofana. Hope you learned a thing or two about him. And as I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on Ligt, I think Ligt right now the main story is that there's a mismatch between what Manchester United is offering Bayern Munich and what Bayern Munich wants. And there is a moment where obviously right now Manchester United are trying to, have a new sort of what's the word? Negotiation tactic where we're not trying to be rinsed by everybody. We're not trying to be taken advantage of and pay like money that we don't know, money that we don't deserve to be paying. So this is one of those situations where we're missing out right now on Ligt potentially going on the preseason tour. You know, he definitely won't be coming to America. And we are stalling. We're waiting to just kind of come back with a revised offer. And I think, was it Mr. Stone, Sam Stone, Simon Stone? He mentioned that Ligt talks with Manchester United have stalled because pretty much Bayern Munich want 50 million. Man United would prefer to reach the 50 million with some add-ons. And but then Bayern Munich are saying pay the 50 and then we can talk about add-ons. And that's where the stalemate is happening in terms of like the difference in valuation between Bayern Munich and Man United for Ligt. And this is where this is where now we need now we need to either make a big the big choice of like, do we just go in and just give him the extra 5 mil? Because I think probably my speculation is that the Man United package seems something like, we'll pay you 45 plus 5 add-ons for Ligt, and those add-ons will include things like Champions. If we get to Champions League football next season, if he reaches a threshold of appearances, and we know Ligt has a little bit of an injury dossier that is not the most impressive, but he can be available. He can, he can actually, if we get to revamp our physios and actually, hire the right people in our medical team, we might be able to get the best out of Ligt, you know and that will consequently mean that those add-ons can actually end up being reached. But the main thing that I want to say is, if we get to a point where we are right now, it's July 24th. If he's in the same position 2 weeks from now, mid-August, I think it's time to walk away. Matter of fact, we might need to walk away sooner than that, just so we look at other targets. I'm sure we have more targets in our up our sleeve other than Braithwaite and Ligt. There's gotta be other center backs out there that are strong and can give us what we need at Manchester United this coming season. So that's what that's where my mind is. Big up to Vegeta in the building. Say, yo, what's happening? We talked about Youssouf Fofana. That's what you just missed. And now we're on the Ligt update. And hopefully, in less than a week or two, we will have closed this deal down, Vegeta. This is where we're at. Big up to Luchata's papi, but Youssouf will fast in Ramadan. So is Ahmad. What's that got to do with anything, Luchata? Do not say Youssouf is less attractive because of the Ramadan tax. Come on now. Ligt is coming as soon as we sell someone. This ties into the fire sale that we need to have. You're right, Kush. I look at it almost as like there's a finite number of parking spaces, lockers, seats in the locker room. And it almost boils down to that now, that we need to get rid of some people because we just don't have space. I mean, I know that's a layman way of looking at it, but it's actually a practical reason. There's not infinite number of parking spaces. We don't have infinite number of lockers. Somebody has to clear the locker. If King says Kenny Fan TV, Riley Taylor, and have Vegeta are here, and we have four lockers, but we only, we can't fit in Star Lord. We need, one of you guys to leave. And that's just the facts of the matter. Big up to Star Lord, by the way. I hope you're over the hump of your hump day. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button as you are pulling up. Vegeta says, I ain't got no worries. All right, all right, all right, all right. Big up to you. Speaking of singing, Kush says KG is the Drake. What did you? Oh boy, KG is the Drake of the UK. Man, KG's got a special song there. That Lenny Euro song, I'm gonna have to download it. It needs to be on Spotify. Send the link for Riley. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I'm about to get into the part of the conversation about the transfer window league standings. Here we go. We're gonna go share the link in the chat, by the way. Let's hear what Riley Taylor has to say. I just walked through the door from work, so chillaxing now. Hey, get yourself some water, get yourself some whatever, juice, a little drink. Big up to you, Star Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, man. Chillaxing with us. I appreciate you. The vibes are chill now. Hey, Nessie in the house. Hope you're doing well, Nessie. Hope you are also having a wonderful Wednesday, by the way. All right. There is something that I call the transfer window Premier League standings, right? Before we get into that, I want us to talk to the Normality channel with Riley Taylor. Yo!
Good evening everyone. Right, here we go. Time for tonight's transfer news for Wednesday, 24th of July. We'll get more on Fofana's story later. First, here's transfer news tonight for Wednesday, 24th of July. Philip George Jensen has reached an agreement with Chelsea on personal terms. Long-term contract is ready, as the OM asking for him. Chelsea wants to be fast for Danish goalkeeper Jorgensen has also started following Chelsea on Instagram today. Jesper Lindstrom is to Everton. Deal competed as players on Merseyside to undergo medical tests. The Napoli received €2.5 million loan fee, and Everton will cover full salary until June. Buy option clause worth €22.5 million with 4-year deal if he stays on permanent. In the EFL, Birmingham City has agreed deal with Brighton to sign Mark Leonard. Fee around £500,000 with add-ons. Deal set to be signed with medical completed.
Ooh.
Stefan Savic signs 3-year deal as new Trabzonspor defender from Atletico. Confirmed exclusive story. Jadon Sancho has been included in Manchester United's squad for US pre-season tour. That's all the transfer news you'll need tonight for Wednesday, the 24th of July, 2024. Brought to you by Fabrizio Romano. Follow his account for even more of Here He Goes. You can also contact him on email.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our correspondent Riley Taylor. Big up to you, Riley. I actually gotta say,
So let's get to the Fofana story. Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I think. Because of his experience in Champions League, Man United haven't won it in years. It's true. If you have a look at Fofana winning 6 Champions League titles, I think he should be, basically move into Manchester United. He has that experience. He also has experience with defending, the attacking with the goals, etc. Whenever it comes to defending, attacking, or whatever. It's like that, but you also got to see where it goes among everyone else. So I think it's the right decision for Fofana to have links with United. But again, you've got to have a look at the clause, add-ons, etc. for the total itself and what in the year you need for his contract to be on. So it really is all about the contract at the end of the day.
It's all about the contract. Riley Taylor, thank you for this. Like, we should make this a regular thing where you just come in for like a few minutes, give us the spiel, and then from there, like, I appreciate you coming here. I want
Oh,
to ask you.
big news!
Yeah,
Final last few minutes. We just had news from Fabrizio on socials. Dean
okay. Oh
Huijsen
my God, we're
Dean
listening.
Huijsen is expected to decide his next club very soon as Bournemouth and Stuttgart are pushing to get it done this week. We just had the news in last few minutes from Fabrizio on socials. Wolfsburg, AS Monaco, Aston Villa have also moved in recent days. Huijsen will decide shortly.
Amazing,
Big,
amazing, amazing.
big news.
Hey, yo, amazing news, guys. Um, so how do I refer to you, Riley? Right? Or
Yeah. So,
I
first name,
really
first,
I
first name. You could also say broadcaster because I'm broadcasting the home.
broadcast, and also what are your pronouns? I just want to make sure that
He and him,
he and him, Riley Taylor. Follow Riley Taylor, the Normality channel with Riley
and
Taylor.
also the new WSL and the Championship channel
Yes,
on
yes,
a new
yes.
channel launching in September with the
Okay.
Championship watching on, and then it's moving to you lot in the WSL
Yeah.
opening weekend. You don't want to miss it. I'll bring you watch-alongs. He won't have any experience in any WSL watch-alongs, but he's going to get there this season. I'm sure of it.
Amazing. Thank you, Riley Taylor. Clap hands for Riley Taylor. You have some subs over here. Thank you, Kenny Fed TV, for subbing. Also, I saw Luen subs to your channel yesterday as well. This is an amazing. This is what it's all about, guys. I love the energy that you bring into this space, Riley. And yeah, way to go, way to go. I want to quickly welcome men like Kenny in the building.
Big up. What's good, Papi? What's good, Papi? Can you hear me loud and clear?
You are loud and clear, loud and direct. Yes, fresh with your Man United jersey and the piano at the back and the couch. How you doing, Kenny?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I've been doing good. I've been calm actually. I've done the two chill streams. So yeah, I'm not at all worried because I believe like I think this week's transfer news has been slow for like a lot of like big six clubs especially for the Premier League. So I believe I think I've just said this in the chat. I think we still need to sell like a couple of like like the past regime players like Wan-Bissaka, Scott
Yes.
from what I've heard about Scott McTominay from Sky
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
Like Man United will be expecting another bid from Fulham, which I would be hoping that they should be around between 30 to 40 million pounds. So, you know,
Yes.
if we get around that region, then I'm pretty sure like we should be accepting this bid and time to say goodbye.
Yo, I gotta ask you. I'm glad that you're talking about the spending from other clubs. You said big six clubs. This is ties in. It's like we planned this. I want to ask you this: who do you think right now, so far, is the biggest spender this summer? Right now, from all the clubs in the Premier League.
Um, I think
Take
I think it's Villa. I think Villa. They just signed five.
it is
Yeah,
Aston Villa.
I
Yes,
yeah. I think
you're
I think Aston Villa they just did a player swap for like Douglas Lewis, and then they brought in two players. I'm not sure of the names. They just signed Ross Barkley, and yeah, Barkley is a really good is a good addition to the squad. And yeah, yeah, I can't wait to see how Aston Villa are going to do in the Champions League and even the Premier League. So Yeah, it's gonna be a lot interesting to see how they're gonna do, how they're gonna do in this new season with the new signings. Uh,
Yeah,
Arsenal and Liverpool are pretty much. I thought the Calipari for Arsenal is done. I thought the deal was done for Arsenal. I'm not like I apparently Kush was saying that like Arsenal are still trying to sign Calipari. I thought
yeah.
I thought the, I thought the deal was done. That
They're struggling, fam. They're struggling. It's so fun to see them struggling. Goes back to what King Says was talking about, saying all these guys are salty. The ops are salty. Here we go. Look at this. I want to play a little game with you. You know, I love spreadsheets. You know, so here we go. Look, big up to Nile in the house as well. By the
big up
way,
now.
yeah, this is
Big up.
this we're gonna start with Man United and say so far we've done two transfers, right? We have in terms of incomings, right? We've had
Zirkzee and Euro.
Xerxes and Euro, and
And
actually eight players. Yeah.
apparently it's three. Like, didn't this Cheeto Martin has also agreed?
So
I don't
here it
know.
is. Here it is. We actually have eight players that have come in to Man United, including the players that have come in from loan. You know, like if you are curious about this, by the way, Niall just came in and we are talking about transfers, no, not just Man United, but since we love Man United, we're gonna start with Man United and look at the players that have come in and left so far. So here is the thing. Lenny Yoro have mentioned, Joshua Xerxes, also Sashiv has mentioned. Hannibal is here. We also have Mason Greenwood, who
Oh, he
came and
left.
now gone,
He
right?
left. Yeah.
Yeah, Alvaro Carreras as well finished his loan. Um,
Oh, Alvaro Fernandez. Yeah.
Johnny van der Beek also finished his Frankfurt loan. Sancho finished his Dortmund loan, and Facundo Pelistri also came back from loan. And now, also on those players that came in, we have obviously some that have already gone out, like Mason Greenwood, Willie Kambwala was a sale of 10 million euros, and then Alvaro Carreras is now at Benfica. Donny van de Beek is now at Girona for
Hmm.
500 quid. Omari Forson is now at Monza
Oh,
in
it's a free transfer. Yeah.
yeah. And Anthony Martial is currently without club. Brendan Williams is currently without club. Rafael Varane should be at Como.
Oh, he's at Como already. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is not all the way up to date, or maybe they Como just haven't announced. That's why they haven't updated it
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But Shola Shoretire also is without club, and Sofian Amrabat is still
I it's still they're still in
Fiorentina.
the they are still in the they're still in the they're still on talks with Sofyan Amrabat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're still in talks.
So when you look at it, we when you're looking at our total expenditure, which was 104.5 million euros, and our looking at the income that we're receiving from the players that have come out of the Manchester United payroll, we are actually at minus 62 million euros right now. But do not fret. I want to actually do this in some sort of like, I haven't figured out really how to tabulate this, but this is where we are right now. Man United, two real transfers, eight came in, 10 left. We have something called player difference. We're at a minus two.
What kind of
And
yeah,
you
player
know,
difference.
and then we have a transfer record balance of minus 62, as we just said. And so, Shiv, how many transfer points would you give us? Here's what I'm curious about this. Okay, transfer points. This is how we're gonna do it. It's a little game. I don't know. I haven't.
Okay,
So transfer points. 3 points for a starter. 1 point for a player that you put in there as a rotation player. You know,
right.
zero, 0 points
Okay,
known. Where would you put Zexi and Yoro, pardon me. 3 points each, or
um,
3 and 1, or what do you say?
I see both Xerxes and Euro as the starting players.
All right, 6 points. 6 points for Man United. All right. Let's quickly say that is not bad so far. Let's look at say a club, the rivals, Liverpool. Should we start with Liverpool and what they have done? If they have any pull, get what I did there. Manj would appreciate that joke if Manj was there. All right, let's go to Liverpool. Ins. They have not bought anyone. You can
Wow.
see that they
They
have not.
are they're linked with this they're linked with this Japanese player and who also plays for Real Sociedad called Kubo.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're linked with them now, so I'm not sure what's going on for now, but from like what I've heard from like the YouTube content creators, like they have to wait for 2 weeks or something. I don't know what's going on with them.
Oh,
It's
you know,
madness.
it's a madness, and we love it. We're drinking Liverpool tears and worries right now. So they only have players who have returned from loan, like Bobby Clark. No, sorry, Bobby Clark is actually um this is a in Bobby Clark is a player. So the guy who can return from loan is Calvin Ramsey, Fabio Carvalho, and Sepp van Denberg. And Bobby Clark and Viteslav Jaros is a goalkeeper. Bobby Clark, I feel like
No
I've seen
clue.
this. He's a 19-year-old central midfielder. I might have seen his name before. I think last season when Klopp decided to play the young kids, I think Bobby Clark fit.
Wait, Papi, Papi,
Yeah.
just saw I just saw on Twitter there's a thing called transfer sector. It says breaking Manchester United are considering a former Chelsea defender Marcos Alonso for left back, and it just says Samuel Lucas. I'm like, what the hell?
Alonso. No, 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 no,
Nah, another Chelsea reject. Well, doing the
no,
stream, doing
no,
the stream, I
no,
just heard Chaloba. Doing
please.
the stream, I just heard Chaloba, and now Marcos Alonso. What in the Chelsea reject is going on, bro?
This is part of Man United. When there's no signings, there's stories and there's all kinds of stories. Nessie with an exclusive. There's some news regarding our left back search. It's from the Mirror, though.
Nah, I just knew it was like Samuel Lucas, man. I was like, it just
Yeah,
get out of here, bro.
right, right. What in the world are we doing? No. So anyway, so the outs for Liverpool, they have lost Matip. If you don't see Matip next season, know that he is without club.
Oh,
The
oh, he
uh,
left, right? He left. He left.
yeah,
Yeah, I think Joe Matip left.
and
Oh
also
yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He basically retired because of
he,
knee injuries or something.
I know, I know, I
Yeah,
know. It was funny because he was such a luxury player in that midfield, and you could argue that Thiago Alcantara
he
just
was quality though. He was actually
like
quality.
the
Mm,
midfield was not. I mean,
mm.
the Premier League was not really for him, in my opinion. That's why I just feel like Thiago, you did the right thing for yourself and your knees, and retirement is is the best thing. He's still got good passing, good technical ability. I would have liked to maybe see him come to the MLS America or something, but well, it is what it is. Liverpool will be without Thiago next season. So when we look at it, it's how many ins, how many outs? Two, four, five ins,
Mm,
four, four outs.
income is zero.
Well, yeah. No players signed, so
Mm,
let's give Liverpool transfers zero. But in terms of
zero.
ins, including loans and the players that have come in, maybe from the lower ranks, right? Five, and then out is four. The player difference is -1. Let's quickly look at the finances. The expenditure we know it's zero so far, and the income is zero. So here we go. It is zero. Is that transfer record balance? So how many transfer points are we giving them, Sushiv?
007 agent.
0 points for Liverpool. All right, let's go to Chelsea Football Club, the club that we can't keep track of so much. Yo, lurkers,
They
it's BS.
they have just they have just signed this kid called like Estavio. I have no idea who the hell is that kid, but they signed Drewsbury Hall from
Yes,
Leicester.
yes. Let's look at what they have. We know Chelsea. Todd Bowley has a big checkbook. Here we go.
They're they're gonna sign kids or something.
So they got Drewsbury Hall. That's an okay signing. They got him from
Yeah, yeah.
Leicester, right?
It's a good signing. Yeah, it's a good signing. Another
Yeah.
good signing for Chelsea.
They've got Omari Kellyman, 18-year-old kid from Aston Villa under 21. Wow, they paid quite a bit, 22.5 million euros. Hmm. Wow. Interesting decision there. This kid gotta have something special, this Omari Kellyman kid. All right. They've got also a defensive midfielder called Renato Vega, who from FC Basel for 14 mil.
Or he
Caleb,
bought Swiss League.
yeah, Caleb Wiley from Atalanta in America for 10.1 mil. And then Mark Guyu, who's a center forward, 18-year-old center forward from Barcelona. Okay, all right, Todd Bowley. They're out here moving. And then they got a player from Fulham for free. He's a center back. He's a 26-year-old center back who is English Nigerian. Not bad, not bad. We shall see where he fits. There's other players also that are coming in from loan. We know Chelsea has a long list of loan army in a lone army battalion. So Andre Santos, Hakim Ziyech, Hakim Ziyech, Lucas Bergstrom, and Kepa, Lewis Hall. Kepa, we know he was in Real Madrid. He featured a few times, but then Lunin replaced them really because Kepa doesn't seem to have the minerals. There's Gabriel Slonina, Ian Matson, who's a quality left back who got rinsed by Vinicius Jr. in the we know that nutmeg, Ian Matson, did not get some sleep. Romelu Lukaku and Angelo as well. Romelu Lukaku is still in Italy, and I think he's hoping to go
Wait,
to Napoli, right?
he's wait. Is this on loan?
Yeah, well, the loan ended, and they
Okay.
haven't fully decided what to do with him. That I think they're trying to ship him to Napoli, and that's really the story about of Romelu Lukaku right now. He's got a good relationship with who's the new Napoli coach again? Is it Antonio Conte? If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
Conte. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's Conte. Yeah,
he's
Antonio
got a
Conte.
good relationship with Conte, and that's the future of Romelu Lukaku. But it's not official until it's official. So he may as well end up being a Maresca player. Who knows what's going to happen with Romelu? We will be there. We will be drinking the Lukaku.
Wow, could you imagine? Could you imagine Lukaku playing in the Conference League?
Yo, that would be so funny. Anyway, but in terms of their outs, obviously Ian Matson came back from Dortmund and now is with Aston Villa. Wow. For a fee of 44.5 mil. Good business there by Chelsea in that way. They put in some Champions League tax in there. They were like, Ian Matson was
Hmm.
in the Champions League final. Lewis Hall is now going to be a Newcastle player. Omari Hutchinson, who was the wonder kid, bro, Sashif. If you saw the
Yeah.
Omari Hutchinson compilation, you would have been like, "That's a player we should get." But you know what? He is now gonna be a player for Ipswich, and good for him that he'll be in the Premier
Yeah,
League.
I think he will cook under he will cook for Ipswich under Kieran McKenna. I think he'll
Yes,
do well.
yes. And then also there's Thiago Silva, who is now back home in Brazil at Fluminense.
Fluminense. Okay,
Yeah,
that's his.
yes. And look, now Hakim Ziyech, I guess after the loan expired, after the loan finished, he is now a Galatasaray player and he joined them for free. So, what does that mean in terms of Chelsea's business? They've had 15 arrivals and 5 departures. Let's go to our spreadsheet 15 arrivals, 5 outs. And in terms of the players that they actually signed, we didn't really see. We saw how many? One, two, three, four, 5 players that they signed, right? Drewsby Hall, Omari Kellyman, Vega,
Yeah,
Kelly, and Gui.
Drewsbury,
Yeah,
Mark Gui, whatever his name is, bro.
so it's 5. What's that player difference, Sashiv?
-5, -10. Is it -10 or
Is
10?
it a minus? I think it's a positive player
Oh,
difference.
10. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Positive player difference, man, and
Wow.
put some respect on Chelsea's name. The London Cowboys have a transfer balance of 13 million euros. So big up to them when you look at how they did. So from the players that we mentioned again quickly, let's how many points?
Papi, I forgot to mention they signed Tosin.
Oh, they signed Tosin. Why is his name not here though?
It,
Is it
I just saw I just saw his name somewhere. Is it Tosin?
Tosin
Or Tosin?
Adarabioyo? He's a free transfer. Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a free transfer.
So it's 6, 2, 4, 6 players that they've signed so far. We'll go back to our table and update it. 6 players that they've signed so far. All right. So Chelsea, from the players that they have, you think Tosin is gonna be 3 points? How many points? This is what I want to get to. How many points are we giving them for their transfer business so far? Tosin, is he a starting center back? He was at Fulham and they
Hmm.
got free. He's 26 years of age, or is he a rotational player? They lost Thiago Silva, obviously. Um, so there is a little bit of a hole there, and they left out Trevor Chaloba, in the preseason.
I don't know about the Chelsea situation. They have like so many players. It's gonna be madness for Enzo Maresca.
It is, it is. So I'm gonna give Drewsbury Hall for me 1 point for Drewsbury Hall. I think that's
I
an okay
think
inning.
so like do you think Dewsbury Hall is gonna be a bench player?
I think he'll be a rotational player,
For who? For who? Palmer?
Gallagher, because that midfield is a little, like it depends on what Maresca is gonna really do. They have obviously Lavia, they have Caicedo in there, so he doesn't walk into that team, Hey, man, like man in the house. Big
Manch,
up.
big up, man.
Wait, big up, man. Did you hear what happened in the Olympics?
You talking about the player that was sent home for beating a horse, like the video that came out? Oh, wait, what are you referring to, Munch?
I don't know about that. What happened? What you're talking about? But we're going to
Okay.
bypass that one.
I
Um,
have no idea about Olympics so far. So yeah,
Now,
Yeah,
basically, what happened was, sorry to cut you guys off mid
yeah.
sentence.
yeah, go for it.
It was basically Argentina equalized against in Morocco, right?
Which sport? Football.
Football. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
and then then a final whistle blew at 2-2. About 2 hours later, VAR ruled it out, and Morocco won 2-1.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Jesus is Lord.
It's always on Twitter. Have you not seen it? 2 hours,
Did you just say 2 hours later?
Yeah. I'll send you the link right now.
Yeah, just send a link, bro.
I'll put it in the private chat and for you to.
Yeah, just send a link.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll be doing some Olympics watch alongs, guys. Do not go.
Honestly, 2 hours, man.
Reinventing how to use VAR. Wow. Incredible. Yeah. This is crazy.
Look on the left-hand side where it says
Morocco beat Argentina 2-1 after dramatic men's football match, which takes 4 hours to reach conclusion. Incredible.
4 hours.
Wow.
I thought, yo, I better send you guys the link, man. That's why I'm here.
No,
That's
thank you for this breaking news. The US plays France at 3. You know what? Oh gosh, we gotta be there for that one then. Yeah, Desi. This is
Football's actually pretty good, you know, over there. It's actually
yeah.
pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean the plan was to do a few watch alongs of the Olympics, but not these a lot of games. Obviously, I was waiting for the
Yeah,
latest, and not just football. I wanted to do a few other sports. So,
Mm.
thank you for dropping that exclusive, man. Another
no
Oh, good
exclusive
man.
worries.
from Lucky says breaking news: Jadon Sancho will talk to agent regarding move. He wants um the PSG. Move. He wants move preference PSG or Juventus
Or Juventus.
or he wants PSG over Juventus. Source is Dimarzio. We will check it out, Lucky. We will check it out. All right. Munch, I
Mm.
can't stay away from my spreadsheets, bro. We're just looking at just a few
You
teams.
love your spreadsheets, man.
I was
He
having
loves the spreadsheet.
spreadsheet
You love it.
flow. But before we move on from Chelsea, I wanted to just quickly say, like, look at these players. All right, 3 points for a starter, 1 point for a rotational player, zero for unknown. So from these six players, Drewsbury Hall, Omari, Vega, Caleb Wiley, Mark, and Tosin, how many points should we give Chelsea? It's just a low stakes fun game. How many points? I think 1 point. That's my proposition
As
for
a
Drewsbury.
starter,
There's no starter from this list.
is Tosin on the list?
Tosin is on the list.
He starts.
He starts?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think Tosin might start though.
Yeah, he's centre back, isn't he?
he's a center
Yeah,
back for Fulham.
Yeah, he'll start. He'll start. Yeah, because
Okay.
I think Thiago Silva's left. I think.
Yes, that Thiago void has to be filled. So 4 points in
Yeah.
total, right? 4 points. Are we in agreement? I think Drewsbury Hall is 1 point. So here we go. 4 points, 4 transfer points for Chelsea. Mm. All right, we'll see who's going to be top of the table after this. Let's see quickly look at Newcastle, Man City. I just wanted to look at two other teams. It's Newcastle and Man City. Are we excluding another team? Arsenal? Whatever.
Oh, do you
We'll
have to
put
put them in? No.
Arsenal.
Arsenal and then we're done. It's just top
Yeah, yeah.
six. Oh, big six. All right. Let's quickly look at what Arsenal has. No. Let's start with Newcastle. What has Newcastle done lately in terms of the transfer window, ladies and gentlemen? If you were curious, like me, here we go. Newcastle United have had a
Okay.
few ins. Lewis Hall. Oh, how do you pronounce that one?
Vlachodimov.
Huh?
Love.
Vlachodimos. Vlachodimos from Nottingham Forest has been purchased as
You can just
and
call him Odyssey.
yeah, I was gonna say
I,
Odyssey.
I think Odyssey is a good name to call him though.
Yeah, let's go with Odyssey. So they've got Lewis Hall from Chelsea. They've got Odyssey. They've got Lloyd Kelly and
Yeah.
John Rudy
Yeah.
and
The
Alex Murphy.
hell?
Why is Alex Murphy? There's no disclosed fee. No, the fee was not made public, but he's a left back, 20 years old, and then also they've got Garang coming back from loan and Yankuba coming back from loan
No
from
idea.
Feyenoord. Yeah, these guys, the 19-year-olds, we don't know, but they're wingers, left and right winger respectively. So from these players, I think it's just 5 players that I
Lewis
can.
Hall.
Yeah, Lewis Hall is what? Is 1 point?
Mm.
Yeah, I think Lewis Hall is 1 point. I think they're gonna start Dan Burn on a left back. They'll
Yeah.
most likely start Dan Burn.
All right. 1 point for Newcastle for
I
that.
think John Ruddy might be a League Cup type player. You know.
John Rudy.
He's
Mm.
37. My
37
God.
months. He's here to help with training. What do you mean? Holy cow.
Hey, I don't know. If he starts in the League Cup, then I want the receipts. You know what I'm
I
saying?
he might feature in few cup games.
I don't really care about Newcastle, to be honest with you. Like,
Me neither. But I was just like, what are the Ops doing? Okay, all right. So what about the outs? Let's see if they've sold any notable.
My days.
hold
They've
on, wait, hold on. Loris Karius was at Newcastle.
all this time.
I
Mhm.
did not know that.
I did not know either. Matt Ritchie is without club. Jeff Hendrick is also without club. Lewis Hall is obviously, as we reported, he's with now. He's joined Chelsea, right? Wait,
So sad.
no, he came from. What does this mean? He was an in, right? Lewis Hall in that they purchased from Chelsea. He left Chelsea, and why do they have him as an out again? What is going on here? He joined Chelsea at the end of the loan.
You're doing the hokey cokey.
He's doing the hokey pokey.
Hey. Well, I'm
You know,
confused here. What the hell?
you know the hokey cokey is, Sachin? You don't know.
No, I've no idea to be honest.
You know about the hokey cokey, innit? Bots, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's
Wow.
nothing,
That
weird. I'm
He
just
went
saying.
there, then he turned around and did the
Yeah,
hokey
that's what it's
pokey.
all about. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's
oh, okay.
all. Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
No
you might as well.
worries.
Sachin is like, I still don't know what's going on.
Nancy, big up to you. They sold us that hat.
I'll get to know soon, anyways.
You'll get to know soon the shift. So anyway, on Newcastle, I think this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna say. So Newcastle have had 7 ins and 8 outs, right?
Ooh.
7 ins and 8 outs. What is that player difference?
Minus one.
-1. Let's look at the balance sheet. How is it looking again? The transfer balance is at 19.6 million euros right now. 19.6 million euros. So 19.6. That's a positive transfer record balance. So big up to Newcastle. And in terms of the actual players that they brought in, the Lewis Hall one, it remains a mystery to me, but we're gonna count it because it's like they're here. It's Lewis Hall, Odyssey, Lloyd Kelly, John, and Alex Murphy. So it's 5 players that are considered as a you know in from Newcastle. Transfer in. So boom, 5,
They have they and they still have Paul Mitchells though, and
and they still have Paul Mitchell. So how many points are we giving Newcastle? By the way, I think we said
one. I'd say a 1 point because
1 point.
I think Lewis Hall is going to be a squad player at best.
Mm.
I don't
All
know.
right. 1 point for Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Done. All right. Second last club. Man City. Manchester City. Let's go look at the noisy neighbors. What they got cooking.
Shout out to Celtic, by the way, for their 4-3 win, but no one actually talks about that.
Oh boy. That's actually what I wanted to start the show with. Laughing at Man City and how they could not come back. They nearly mounted a comeback, but you
Yeah.
know what? Isn't it strange, guys, that a lot of teams, Man City started with a loss, Man United started with a loss, Liverpool started.
Liverpool, yeah, and then and Salah even looks like a bro. Salah looks like as if he already signed for WWE.
Jinder Mahal, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Jinder
saying?
Mahal.
Oh no. All right. Man City have also not have too much transfer activity. Maybe 115 charges looming. I don't know what the deal is with that. But Savinho came in from Troyes for 25 mil, and Calvin Phillips, Maximo Perrot. Calvin Phillips. He left West Ham, came back from his end of the loan spell, right? And then Maximo Perrone, Claudio Echeverri, who's an attacking midfielder from Argentina, Joao Cancelo, his loan
I'd say
expired.
I'd say I'd say the transfer in wise is just Savinho. Yeah, Savio just only came in.
Yeah,
The rest are all like coming back from loan.
yeah, but Joao Cancelo is not considered an out yet. Like they have not
Oh,
figured
that's
if they are loaning him to Barcelona back or if they are loading him to Man United or wherever. I don't know. Nah, you wouldn't take him if, say, we get rid of Wan-Bissaka.
Who are we talking about here?
Joao Cancelo.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll take him. I'll find out
You
tomorrow.
take him?
Yeah.
Man would take him. Sashay, would you take Joao Cancelo?
No.
Oh, out of that Deadwood we have now, you're going to add Cancelo. Come on now.
Come on, guys.
Wait.
Sell Wan-Bissaka. Even in the chat, I'm curious.
We have a we have
Sell-
like a we have like
Don't say
fullback
Dallo.
options.
Don't say Dallo. Do not say Dallo.
We
If you say Dallo, I'm leaving the stream right now.
we do need. I don't. You know what? I will say this. This Turkish left back called Ferdi Koglu. This guy can play as a
Yeah,
right
yeah.
back and left back. I take him.
Okay. But over Joao Cancelo. Like Cancelo
Yes.
says, yes, I want to come. And you, Sashev, you're still going to go for Kadioglu.
Yeah. I think I'm just kind of basing on the age profile as well, because I don't think Ineos are going to sign like around age 25. I think max is 25.
I need to ask Sachiv a couple of questions.
Sashev.
Yeah.
Because I need to ask a couple of questions. How many comps did you watch of him, and how many games have you watched really? I've asked Boss this question before about Lenny Yori as well, so it's only fast you as well.
Yeah, sure. Lenny Yoro, if you ask me, like I'll be very honest, I've not watched much of Lenny Yoro. Like the only time I've watched Lenny Yoro is the preseason.
Yeah.
And as for Ferdi Kodioglu, yeah, I watched I watched around like 10 games.
10 games. And you also looked at do you see Jarvis's thread?
It did, yeah.
Jarvis,
I did see.
had a little bit of Jarvis is one of the Twitter guys now. He is
Oh,
big up to Jarvis, by the way. He DM'd me this, was saying, mate, check this out. And he took some time to actually make a thread about Freddie Kadioglu. So
I'm more info than Twitter, guys.
let's see what
Cardioglu, mate. Cardioglu.
Kadioglu. Ferdi Erene Kadioglu is a versatile player for Fenerbahce, capable of playing as a fullback, midfielder, or winger. Born in the Netherlands, another Dutch player.
Nah, no, man. No.
But
See,
he represents
the
Turkey.
box, man.
Turkish as well.
So-
He's
so-
Turkish.
But he
But-
can probably speak Dutch.
But this is why I didn't want to do like a player purchases shows, man. I'm trying to get away from these Dutch mandem, man.
I know.
Sorry to bring down the vibe, now. I just had enough. As you can tell.
No, but listen to Jarvis's
You know what I'm
next point.
saying, no, innit? I hear what
He's-
Jarvis is saying, no.
He's incredibly versatile, as Kenny already said. As Sashiv already said. We looked at some of the positions that he plays. He also plays second striker too. He's aggressive in both attack and defense, reminiscent of Robertson. So he's the Turkish Robertson. One of his strengths is driving the ball inside when receiving it on the switch. That makes it tough for opponents to defend without committing two players. There he is, rinsing Bernardo Silva in the Euros. All right.
I mean, we had Amrabat do that to Mbappe, but here we are.
Big up to Vegeta in the house. What's
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
What's good,
chilling in the
Vegeta?
comments. I hear
Big up.
I wasn't
Kenny saying he's not
even
taking
meant to be
Cancelo.
here.
I said there's no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Vegeta,
These guys took a whole Carlos Tevez from us, and you won't take Cancelo. Nah,
Thank you.
Nah.
you don't want Cancelo?
No way.
You would
bro.
say
Ain't-
you're
I
good
would,
with
bro.
Cancelo?
No. But we are on the same team. I'm looking at Kenny with the bombastic side eye.
There we go. There we go. Please,
Bombastic side eye.
please look at him. Look at him giving the bomb back.
Land the
This guy.
plane, man. Land the plane. Land the plane.
the plane has already landed.
Kenny, we already took
Side Eye Island.
We already took Omar Barada, bro. Why not?
All
Just
right.
Take another one. Take another one.
taking Ashworth, taking Barrow, taking them all. Gotta get them all. Gotta get them all. Pokemon style. Wait. Let's quickly finish this. I know that was a dead joke.
Yeah,
Let's finish this little. Let's finish this detour into Kadioglu real quick. His deep runs behind defenders are perfectly timed. He bends his runs to avoid the offside. He plays almost like an inside forward. Look at this. There he is. No, there he is. That's him right there. That's why Jarvis highlighted him with the pink, and he runs inside like that, you know. And wow, what that's a bending pass, you know.
Jarvis, can you take over Ten Hag, please?
Right? Some people might worry about a right-footed player at left back, but think of the great Dennis Irwin, who was right-footed and excelled in that role. Cardioglu style is also comparable to him. Wow, Jarvis.
Man
The
did research.
future of football is dribbling inverted fullbacks. Why
Oh,
why
no.
did he put the picture of Anthony Jarvis? Why?
He must have had a couple of wines in it. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Wait, guys. So here's the problem I have with this, right? Because ever since Pep started doing this, this is all of a sudden the future of football. And the problem you're gonna have is if you keep trying to match Pep's football, Pep reinvents his football, whether you are paying attention or not. Look, ask Arteta. Arteta's been copying notes for years. And then Pep is like, my student, I've got a new tactic. You copying last year's homework. Nah.
Don't go anywhere.
Right? The second last point, I think about fullbacks, on the other hand, have space to gain speed and beat their opponents. Inverted dribbling fullbacks can create a snowball effect by dribbling past wingers into central areas with the ball, helping us to create a numerical overload in the middle of the pitch there. All right, if Kadioglu is there and he can find himself there, we do the box, quote unquote, Pep's box. You know, like Pep likes to play with that box in the middle. Kadioglu is a great prototype of this new breed of fullback. He could be a fantastic addition to Man United, bringing dynamism and versatility to the back line. All right. There's the tactical. They are evolving, just like you said, Vegeta. Was strong on the ball players needed in defense, not just for passing, but for dribbling as well. And at Euro 2020, we saw, was it 2020 or 2024? We saw a highlight.
Oh, 2024. Yeah, he might have just.
Oh, okay. You started talking about the previous one. We saw a highline of passes made in the back line. We need more players like Kadioglu who can break lines with that dribbling. Nice graphic there from Jarvis. And comparing to futsal, the most skillful player in 1v1 dribbling are often the back flanks are often in the back flanks to create space. This principle can be applied to football as well. Oh, we got Roberto Carlos. Okay. All right. As defensive teams pack them field, wingers often end up passing backwards. Inverted dribbling backs can exploit space better and drive through the team. Kadioglu ability to take on players can create opportunities, makes him an ideal candidate for Man United. All right, Jarvis. That's impressive, pal. Big up to Jarvis. With the game evolving, versatility, skillful players like him in the back line are essential. He could bring a new dimension to our gameplay, says Jarvis. Yo, thank you. I don't know how we got to this guy, but because of you, Sashiv. But
Oh yes.
yeah, hopefully, if anybody did not know about what Cardioglu brings, that was sponsored by Jarvis, and now we know a little bit
Shout
more.
out to Jarvis, man. Yeah. Shout out to Jarvis.
I hear it. I hear it. But
But
how much is it gonna cost us? Is
yeah,
what I want to know.
That was my next question.
also look at Arsenal, right? Arsenal out there trying to get this deal done. So could we hijack him from Arsenal?
Cause here's the thing for me, bro. I don't
We
know him, so I can't judge him either way.
we have to also know the release clause.
Don't
We
ask
should
Mark.
bring in Mark for that.
Nah.
Nah.
Just that'll be like the wheel all over again. You know what I'm saying? And that.
All right. Okay, let's go back to our
The
Premier
streets
League.
don't forget bots.
The streets never forget. He says. All right. So we can see that Manchester City have had
Yeah.
5 players come in. There we go. Sorry. There we go. 2, 4, 5 ins. 2, 4, 6 ins. Pardon
5
me.
ins from where?
No, 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 no.
It's
Loan. No, loan. No,
And
from,
did that
no,
loan.
no. They're coming back from loan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really one
Ah.
player that they have signed. This is how the game is, Vegeta. One transfer, right? 5 ins, including players coming back from loan, and then the outs are 3 so far. That's what we're doing. 3, and the player difference is a positive one. It's 2, and the transfer balance right now, how the Man City wallet is looking, is a positive one. They've got 12 million euros positive transfer balance. So 12.2 million. Is it 12.2 or 12 million? I think it's 12 million flat. There we go. And so now the question is Savinho. We want to give Savinho, is he a starter? Does he bench Grealish?
I don't
No.
know that guy. I can't comment here.
Does he bench
I have to see him
Doku?
play.
Bro, if you were watching the Copa America, he came on, right? Had more dribbles than what's his name? Was it Rafinha? He had more dribbles than the right winger. Like he came in the second half, and Savinho I think had 8 successful dribbles in just a span of like about 20 minutes or something of that nature. So this boy, and Pep talked about him the day before yesterday, saying he's one of the deadliest 1v1 players he's ever seen, and that means he's deadlier than Jeremy Doku.
So
So
what I'm hearing from you is that he's gonna kill another career like he did Jack Grealish. Okay, say this. Say
So
this.
I guess it's gonna be 3. I think it's gonna be 3. Then
it's 3 points for Savinho. All right,
I think it's 3.
I
I
feel
reckon
like
he's gonna struggle, bro, because most players when they come into Pep's teams need a season, irrespective of who it's been. They all struggled with Pep's system, and most of the time it's like, no, don't worry, next season, and then they, well, except if you're Jack Grealish, they come good.
all right, all right, all right. So he's gonna take time to adapt, is what you're saying.
He has to defrost.
He has to defraud. Pep is hard for Pep to just plug and play a player. I feel like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
I'm
it could
siding
be
with
1 as well.
it's a 1 pointer. It's a
I
1
think it's
point.
1. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah,
The last-
I actually
Go ahead.
I nearly forgotten about, like, they also have Doku. Yeah, he starts on the left.
Yeah, they have Doku, and then Jack Grealish really is not hungover anymore. He was not involved in the Euros,
Yo.
so
He might be
you know,
hungover.
That guy might be sold, but I don't think he's wrecked.
really,
Yeah, that one might get sold.
How much is
Yeah.
how much is gonna go for them?
I would
If he
go
gets
for
sold?
Grealish. I'd go for Grealish at Man United.
He's going Arsenal, man.
Really, Arsenal?
Yeah.
Probably.
I just feel
Arsenal.
like, no, I'll be honest with you. He just feels like an Arsenal type player, He just feels like that. To me, anyway. I could be wrong.
It feels like an Arteta thing to do. He keeps copying homework, man. He might just decide.
That is, yeah. I think that could
You
be
know
it.
what? Arsenal is a feeder club for
That is so true, though.
Arsenal is Man City's feeder club. So that's
Arteta's
not
going to say, what did you put for question number 5?
right. Okay. Let's look at speaking of Arsenal, how many ins they have. Now the David Raya, I think, was an official like 31.9 mil acquisition. I think it was a loan at the last season, right? And now they fully paid Brentford that money. They got Kieran Tierney's loan that's ending, Nuno Tavares and Marquinhos, who are also ending their loans. So it's really
Dead wood.
dead wood in terms of like that expenditure, right?
Jeez.
The money that they've spent is only on David Raya, and that is just one player so far. So
Wait, what happened to Cauliflower? Didn't they sign him?
No, there's no cauliflower. You have to go to Tesco for that. They can't find him.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah,
So what was it? Was it a fake? Here we go. What happened?
no, I think there's still it's not until it's official, then it's not put in this website
So
until
here
I
we go soon. Here we go
announce
soon.
yeah, the club has to announce it. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. So okay.
Wow.
Look at the outs. They're getting rid of Lokonga, pardon me.
Lokongo.
Do the Congo.
I knew you'd say that. Okonkwo is also a
Lokongo.
free transfer who's now joining.
Wow.
Nuno Tavares is joining Lazio. Wait,
Oh,
yeah,
He was a decent player, you know.
yeah. Nuno Tavares was.
he's raw though. He's kind of raw though.
Pause.
He's, hey,
Pause.
you,
Pause, Kenny. Pause. Pause. Hey yo.
Pause.
Hey
Pause.
yo.
Hey,
Raw.
yo.
Hey yo.
you guys get your minds out the gutter, man.
Yeah,
Get
you
No,
your
no,
gotta
minds
get
you
out
get
of
your
here.
mind out of the gutter. You get your mind out of the gutter.
man. All right,
Not you,
all right.
bots, Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
He was
No,
Yeah.
what? Hey yo.
I'm with you on that one. These guys are just gonna pause the word raw. Come on. All right, all right, all right. As Suarez, El Neni, and David Raya, obviously, the
Yeah.
loan ended and they acquired him, so he's also doing the the hokey pokey. But
So there's no outgoings then, I guess.
so there's no real outgoings, except I mean, the loaning out to Sevilla and Lazio. That's
Well, I hear that they're trying to sell Eddie Nketiah because they realize that number 14 is not with the right person. What happened, Asna?
It's like having Mount at number 7, but we move.
I knew you were gonna mention Mount.
Bro, I'm vexed, man.
Yeah, I
Nah, they
know, I
need to
know.
take the shirt away from him, bro. If he's gonna stay, give him like a number 30 something or 40, bro. He can't have number
Give him a
7. What the heck?
60. 60 for the price that we paid for him, man.
Then 60, 65.
so okay,
Oh,
okay,
60 plus
all right.
5.
I want to make sure that so for Arsenal we have 4 arrivals and 6 departures. That makes the player difference to -2, and transfer balance with how the wallet is looking. It's -31.9 mil that they spent on David Raya, and David Raya is a starter. It's a 3-pointer. I think, right? That's all, right? That's everything else is just dead wood.
Deadwood.
So okay.
Although to be fair, bringing
Mhm.
back Tini might actually be the right thing to do because yay, that left side.
Hey, bots, Sniff at Everton, can we call them -10?
Yeah, we have to call them the real -10, man. They have, yeah, they're
Ah,
Everton are in the real deep mud right now. Their takeover is like long gone conclusion as well.
yeah,
Hmm.
that is funny. That is funny. Okay, all right, cool. Well, let's fix the table and see who's at the top of the table. Is it Man United? Yes, it is. Second position goes to Chelsea. Third position goes to Arsenal. And
Wait
then
there, people, because it's going to be any time United's going to be top of the table.
you Newcastle and Man City with 1 point.
Hey, hey, you're on the league. Let's go. You're on the
The top
transfer
of the
league.
transfer.
Hey! 6 teams. Top 6.
Yeah,
Right? No, we did good. We did good.
Yeah, we did good.
I think that should conclude our transfer window league right there, ladies and gentlemen. Take a closer look. That's how it looks. Shout out to everybody that has hit the like button. We are 12 likes. Malasia likes. Big up to Stephanie for that. And yeah. Anything else that we want to say as we're closing up? Manj, Vegeta, or Sashiv?
yeah. Big up to you guys.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
All right,
Oh,
nice.
wait, what? Sorry, guys. Wait.
Anything that you want to say in closing?
Oh, all right. Closing statements. Yeah. All I'm gonna say. Let the Ineos do what they're doing. So I'm come for now.
Yeah. I like that you're calm for now. You're chilling, even though something that I wanted to mention that Riley talked about earlier on is, and also Yale mentioned this as well in the chat, is let's quickly look at the players that are on tour. right? The squad that is traveling. We got a 29-man squad that is coming.
I have to get going, guys. I'll see you there. I'll see you tomorrow if you're streaming. Big up,
Take care.
guys.
Oh, of
Hey,
course, we
Patrick.
will be there. Take care of yourself, mate. Yeah, so guys, look at this. Let's quickly just go straight into the Manchester United website and see that Lenny Yoro is among the 29-man group following his arrival from Lille. But Christian Eriksen, Tom Heaton, Hoyland, and Scott McTominay are all involved after returning to Carrington last week. But there is some a notable absentee, and that is Joshua Zexi. He is not part of the squad. It's time for him to go on vacation. And there's also other players that are on vacation, and the list goes like this: Bayende, Dalo, Bruno, Ganacho, Kobe Maino, Martinez, Pelestri, Luke Shaw are on leave. Does this Tyrell Malasia is absent from the squad as he continues his rehabilitation from is this guy gonna be in forever rehabilitation or what?
Oh, chill, bro. Remember, it was two botched surgeries, and man literally just touched grass. He can't be playing
Exactly.
football right now.
Yeah.
Bro. So you're not worried, you're calm.
Yeah, calm.
Chilled, calm.
Calma,
Okay.
calma.
Okay. What about the fact that four of our look at Dalo, Bruno, Garnacho, Meno, five of our starters really are going to be
Yeah,
not match sharp by the time we
It's
play
yeah.
Fulham.
pre-season, man.
It's not our fault. It's actually not the team's fault, bro. And this is what's upsetting about having all of these tournaments coordinated the way they are. And then FIFA wants to add a World Cup thing on top of that. Like it's too much. Like they need to really look at this, bro. Because for me, it doesn't
Mhm.
make it does there's no point in having a preseason and the people who are actually gonna be in the starting 11 are not there. Because then we're all starting on the back foot, one way
That's
or another.
yeah, it's like they didn't get to practice. What is I thought preseason was time for us to practice and build some chemistry, and
And to
and
build match fitness, bro, because these guys
yeah,
are on holiday, rightly so.
yeah, yeah. So I am a little for me that is a cause for concern. I just gotta mention it and say, guys, the fact that four or five of our core starters are not going to be in the mix. I have hesitations about how we're gonna start our season. We might not be the smooth flying start that we could potentially get, if they were there on preseason. And like the thing about when you go on break, even at work, it's like when you see your mates, the chemistry switches off a little bit. This chemistry also goes on break. The rhythm goes on break. That understanding that you normally would have just sort of like needs to be rekindled again. And that's
Mm.
why for me, I'm not as calmer when it comes to this topic. I need us to do
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Especially
besides that, bots,
yeah,
most of us when we go on leave, bro, like it's work, right? When you come
yeah,
back, your brain is still on holiday because you've been doing nothing. So you
yeah,
need
Yeah.
some time to get back into the swing of, you're checking emails, you're
yeah,
talking to people, you're not getting into work. So my worry is that these people are gonna come back and they have to go straight into competitive games without any warming up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That there's a risk of injury there because they're going straight from holiday mode into competitive mode, whereas the preseason is sort of the bridge between transitioning from holiday mode into we're back at the office. You feel me?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the worry for me to say that a lot of players are going to get injured, and that's the thing I don't like about FIFA and UEFA and how they design these tournaments because it's
Mhm.
not considered. These people knew that there was an Olympics happening this year
Yeah.
and they're trying to squeeze tournaments here, there, and everywhere. Well, I guess AFCON being in January doesn't look so bad now, does it? Hmm.
Facts, facts. And also like I was for me, I gotta mention to you guys that I was looking forward to the chemistry connection between whether Sancho stays or doesn't stay. I don't know. It's still like up in the air, obviously. Just but Lucky has been keeping us updated on the fact that his move to PSG is looking more and more imminent. But Xerxes and Sancho for me have the potential to have a chemistry, a partnership that nobody is ready for. And I wanted to get a glimpse of that in preseason, and maybe that would give like Ineos and Ten Hag a little bit of food for thought. But it's a shame that Xerxes won't be there. Whatever. He was involved in football about 2 weeks ago, so he deserves his holiday. But he's a notable absentee for me. And Bruno, we know that he'll probably like do what he can to stay fit and to stay as sharp as he can. But you
It's
can
not the
only do
same.
so much on a treadmill.
It's-
You need to
it
be on the
really
pace.
isn't the same. But happy
Yeah.
for Hoyland though, he got the number 9. Good for him. Everybody was saying Xerxes getting that. The club said no.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we touched on that when Zexi not traveling, and also Lucky with the McTominay exclusive. By the way, Lucky says, um, Scott McTominay, Lindelof, Jadon Sancho will not be part of Man United next season. With the running emoji. Okay, Fulham are coming in strong for Scott McTominay. He will be sold. The bid could potentially reach 26 to 31 million pounds. All right. Amen. If
Sounds
we
like
can,
yeah, like that. Sounds like
I want
we're
to
signing.
know.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, Vegeta.
No, I'm just saying if that's the case, that 30 is more or less what we wanted. So if we
Mhm.
get that, it sounds like we're getting Ugats or somebody else.
I
Ooh.
want to ask Lucky something. His source is not very sourcing right now. Where did he get the information from? Because I can't see any of it on socials.
It's Lucky Romano.
Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. It's like,
Oh,
come
sources.
on.
Trust me, bro. Oh, okay.
Trust
Fair
me,
enough.
No, no,
bro.
no, no. I know. I mean that in the most respectful way. Lucky, like I think Lucky has a few
No
sources
disrespect
as
to Lucky,
well.
by the way. No disrespect to Lucky. I'm just wondering,
Right,
because
right.
I'm
If
looking
you
on
can
Twitter
share the
and I see
source,
nothing.
is it Dimarzio who is the source? Lucky, we need to know. Big up to you. Luences Hoyland deserves and earned the number 9. That is, did he earn it though, or we just giving it to
Did
him
he?
because?
We just gave it to him, man.
It was either him or Xerxes, bro. Let's be honest. And we still
Can
we
I add?
haven't really seen.
Can I add one more thing before I go?
Yeah.
This preseason, I don't read too much into the football thing because the clubs don't really care about it. Just see more of it being like a money making type of thingy for the overseas fans. So at the end of the day, football would come second for them. We wanted to come first, so we can prepare for the first game of the season. To them, the clubs is complete opposite. It's all about the money, man, and that's all I
Mhm.
got.
All right. All about the moolah. All right, big
Big
up,
up.
man. Thank you for being here as always, Vegeta. So who? If it wasn't Xerxes, if it wasn't Holland, you said the number 9 was going to go to Xerxes.
Well, they're the only two strikers we have. And at some stage, people were favoring Xerxes because apparently he wanted the 9.
Yeah,
But I'm
I'll
like, he hasn't played for us though.
tell you what, I would have been fine with Xerxes not taking the number 9. Like just
But
like us just putting it in the fridge for somebody that actually deserves it. You
yeah,
know.
but this is United. That's the problem. Like I feel the same way about the 7, but because our people want to sell shirts, whether we like it or we're a commercial club, bro. Whether we like it or not, and having the number 9 not making money for them makes no sense.
Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's
It
hope that
is what
the
it
number 9
is.
will actually help him perform. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for being here, for hitting the like button. We are going into the last segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he is back. Mr. Taylor is back. I'm not talking about Anthony Taylor. I'm talking about the one and only Riley Taylor. Let's make sure you've hit the like button before we bring him. And this is all you got to do. And the notification bell, too, by the way. All right, Mr. Taylor, what you got?
Well, what we understand, first up, Romano has got involved in socials now. We understand Fiorentina have agreed to Deal to sign 17-year-old defender Ante Biolobrick from HNK Gorjika. Deal in place and set to be signed for Croatian talent. One more after Matko Boskovic from HNK Sibalia. Luciano Rodriguez to Bahia. Here we go. Now, deal signed for Ukrainian talent to join Brazilian club and City Football Group. Documents are ready and set to be signed with Liverpool de Montevideo. Final fee is $11 million for 70%.
Okay.
AS Roma are closing on deal with Juventus to sign Matthias Soler. 4 more steps to follow, but the two clubs have almost agreed on the fee, add-ons and sell-on clause. Soler only wanted Roma. And finally, George Ilenikehena signs in as the new AS Monaco player from Royal Antwerp. Deal completed. Monaco director Thiago Scuro working to bring in top talent. Eriktenhag will be the next one. Confirmed, it's exclusive news.
Thank you once again.
We will be back, guys. Wait, we are just about to wrap up. Thank you to the one and only Football Powerhouse. I've been Randy Taylor, and you've been watching the Transfer Window Show, brought to you in partnership with StreamYard. We're back with you again tomorrow with more transfers and more talks than ever before. This is the only home. This is not Sky Sports, people. This is not the place. This is the place you want to be. Not with Sky Sports. Not with that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening from us. Goodbye for now from all of us.
Hey, just like that. And you know what? I was not mad. I was like, powerhouse. It's a powerhouse. It's power hour, right? Oh, I'm not wearing the cap. It's power hour, but it is a powerhouse over here. Guys, shout out to you for being here all the way and hitting the like button and subscribing. And just like that, you Lucky, you're a legend. Luen, legendary always. Ivan, you are a legend. Super appreciate you. And Nessie, and also Yale and R10 and everybody that's been here. Star Lord, I hope you can get your Wi-Fi to do better next time. We missed you at the end of the stream. But anyway, my name is botswanapapi, or you can call me Power Hour, or Bots for short. And just like that, we are out. Oh, we're cooking. We're leading the transfer window league standings. All our rivals, you can tell them right now.
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.